Hi, and welcome back to Arno TV. I'm your lovable host Arno, coming back to you with another video. So, you remember when they called this lockdown just over a week ago, week and a bit ago, what were we told? This lockdown was going to be till February the 15th. And since then, we've had, various members of the government talking that measures are going to go on probably till March, the end of March. And we've had others say, April. Well, now we have the media talking about lockdown rules going on until the autumn. Okay? This is where these people are taking us. So let's just go over and have a look on the internet at what some of these articles are talking about. So we'll start here with a Mail Online. Lockdown rules may be needed until the autumn. Professor Neil Furguson warns easing of restrictions will be a gradual process that lasts months as PHE Boss England faces a difficult time until Easter. Professor Lockdown Neil Furguson said the easing of curbs would be gradual. Asked if there could be restrictions for many months to come, he said yes. Dr. Susan Hopkins said England would have a difficult time at least until Easter. Okay? Britain's lockdown rules may be needed until the autumn, scientists advising Number 10-1 today. Professor Lockdown, in brackets, Neil Furguson, who's grim modelling that 500,000 Britons could die unless action was taken, spooked ministers into the first national shutdown last March and said easing of curbs will be a gradual process. Okay, I'm not going to read the whole article. I will leave the article and all the articles in the links in the description as always. But Ferguson, who's back on the scene now, let's not forget Ferguson, the guy that took us into this lockdown in the first place, that couldn't follow his own rules and had to resign for breaking the rules. Okay, that guy, he's talking about measures going on until the autumn. Okay, the autumn. Okay, this is where these people are wanting to take us. Okay, and it's a similar story over in the Sun. Lockdown until autumn possible as mutant COVID makes relaxing rules much harder, warns Prof Lockdown. Okay? And again, it's talking about Ferguson, isn't it? So Brits could be in lockdown until autumn as mutant COVID strain makes relaxing restrictions harder. Professor Lockdown has claimed. Professor Neil Furguson, whose modelling led to the first lockdown, said the UK needs the highest vaccine coverage possible before rules are loosened. Okay, I'm not going to read the whole article again, but this is where we're at with one of these people. And this guy, Ferguson, is another one who has a lot to answer for, because these people are hell-bent on keeping everybody under restrictions. Lockdowns continuing. They won't be satisfied until we're all under this draconian state that they're building for us on a daily basis, and they won't be happy until the economy is beyond recovery. Okay, this is where these people are taking us. Okay, and this is what these people are after. There's no doubt about it. Okay? These people want us to be under tough measures all the time. They are not going to be happy until we are all in this Orwellian state that they've created for us. And they pass even more draconian laws on top of all the ones that they've already passed. Okay? Because these people, they're just not going to be happy until this situation is created. And as I've said, it's happening day by day. These people are going out and passing the kind of laws that only despotic regimes pass. Okay? It's going on everywhere, simultaneously all over Europe. Okay? It's not a coincidence that this kind of thing is happening everywhere. Okay? I mean, if you remember, we were talking in the last video about health passports that they're now parroting. Okay, so do you think it's any coincidence? Let's just go back over to the internet. Do you guys think it's any coincidence in the same week that they've announced health passports here, they now have announced them in Denmark? Okay, Denmark plans to introduce vaccine passports for travellers soon. Okay, this is, an article from the 12th of January. Okay, COVID-19 passports may soon become a reality for all Europeans, including Danish citizens, after Denmark's Ministry of Health and the Elderly recently announced that it's working on a vaccine passport for Dutch travellers, which will be soon available. Okay, I'm not going to read the whole article again. The link will be in the description. But Denmark have announced health passports in the same week that we have. Okay, and guess who else has announced passports, health passports this week? Poland have as well. Okay, vaccinated Poles to receive special passports. Okay, do you guys think that this is a coincidence? Okay, when I've said that all these type of people are working together, okay, and all this is all going on simultaneously, do you think it's a coincidence that in the same week that our government, our disgraceful, despicable, disgusting government have announced health passports, is it a coincidence that Denmark and Poland have announced it as well? Okay? You think it's a coincidence that all this stuff is going on simultaneously? And I'm sure in the next few days we'll see Macron announcing a similar thing, and Merkel as well, and everybody else. Okay? This is what these people are doing. They are all working together, hand in hand, and all this type of thing is going on simultaneously. It's not a coincidence that it's happening everywhere at the same time. Okay, this is what these people are all up to. And guess what? They're all working with people like Klaus Schwab over at the WEF, aren't they? And if you think that, these people aren't working with Klaus Schwab over at the WEF, let me just give you an example. If you don't think that people in our government are working with Klaus Schwab, okay, let me just show you something. Okay, this is from 2019. Okay, let me just show you something that was printed in The Guardian. Okay, a quarter of the UK cabinet went to Davos. What are they doing there? Okay, so do you realise that a quarter of the cabinet in 2019 went to Davos, to attend the World Economic Forum's annual conference that they host in Davos? Okay, these people are all working together, and they're all working with Schwab and his acolytes over at the World Economic Forum. Okay, and they're all pushing this Great Reset and Fourth Industrial Revolution. Don't think these people aren't doing this, because they quite clearly are. Okay, and it's not me that puts on their own website, like the World Economic Forum, that they want to be the managers of a global commons. I mean, do people understand what that means? They want to manage one world government. They want to be the organisation that's in charge of one world government. This is what these people are doing, okay? And it's no coincidence that all these things are happening here, there and everywhere, all at the same time. All these draconian laws echoing the same things, being passed all over Europe simultaneously. This is what is going on with these people. These people are using this pandemic to create this Orwellian superstate that we're all going to be locked down under, living under God knows what kind of draconian laws. I mean, if you think about the draconian laws they've already passed under this pandemic, that's gone under the radar, like I've said, that none of the mainstream media are reporting about. I mean, this is what's going on. Look at the... I implore anyone to go out there and look at the infection protection law in Germany. Look at the draconian measures that they have put through, that Merkel has put through. Look at the global security bill that Macron is pushing in France. Okay? We are talking about people who want to enact things like, for example, I mentioned this yesterday, in the global security bill, we've got people like Macron, right, who want to make it illegal to photograph or video the police, okay? And they want to make it that anybody that does that faces, I believe it was like a €45,000 fine and a year in jail, okay? This is what these people are wanting to do. And we've got like our own government, pushing through this covert human intelligence sources bill that we've been talking about. And look at what that's wanting to do. That's wanting to give our own government a platform to basically engage in criminal activity and carry out crimes. This is what these type of people are up to. And they're all working together. And they're all working with people like Schwab over at the WEF. This is what is going on. And these people are using this pandemic to push all these draconian measures through. You only have to, honestly, you only have to do a very little bit of research to find out what these people are up to. And I'm not telling anybody to take my word for anything. I implore you all to go and look into the laws that these people are passing and what these people are pushing through under the back of this pandemic. These people are an utter disgrace. They're tyrants, okay? These people are wanting to create a world. They are wanting to create a world where we are in servitude to organisations like the WEF that represent the 1,000 richest companies in the world, who have all done very, very well out of this pandemic, haven't they? This is what these people are after. And it's about time that people really started to look at what these people are doing. And don't be under any illusions that these people are not doing these things. We are talking about the kind of people, and I've mentioned this a lot in the last few days, but it should be mentioned a lot because it's disgraceful. We are talking about the kind of people in our own government who are wanting to use, under this covert human intelligence sources bill, children as spies against their own family and parents if necessary. And not only that, they want to be able to use these children as spies through organisations such as the Gambling Commission, the Food Standards Agency, your local council, your county council. This is the type of people we are dealing with, people, and it's about time that everybody started to recognise these people for what they are. They are tyrants and they're a disgrace. What kind of government would be considering using children as spies? First of all, against their own family and parents. And under this bill, anybody that's a covert human intelligence source would have the authority to be involved in criminal activity, break the law, commit crimes. This is disgraceful. What kind of government would do a thing like that? Not a democratic one, only one that's a despotic one would do something like that. What kind of government is looking to create a law that gives them a basis and a platform to go and engage in criminal activity? If anybody is in support of that, then I don't know what to say to you. But this is not, first of all, not acceptable, but this is just unbelievable that a government will be suggesting things like this. And this is what these kind of people that we are dealing with are up to. So you could either sit there and choose to ignore that things like this are going on, and bury your head in the sand like the media do and just pretend like it's not going on when it quite clearly is. These people are passing laws like this, okay? People need to think about that, because, you know, don't be one of these people that until it directly affects you and you suddenly realise the magnitude of what's going on. Don't be one of those people, because if you are, when that happens to you, it will be way, way too late to do anything about it. So it's about time people start thinking right now about people such as, you know, Johnson and Starmer and Gove and Whitty and all these people, and what they're up to and the laws that they are passing. Because these people are bestowing the kind of powers on themselves that no democratic government would ever bestow those kind of powers on themselves, okay? And we only have to look at the laws they've already enacted. And as I said yesterday, I dread to think where we are going to be at in 6 months' time. I really, really do. Because these people are not to be trusted. Every time they say something, they change the goalpost. They're not to be trusted, these people, and they definitely should not be given these kind of powers. Okay? So it's as simple as that. And, you know, I implore anyone who's sound of mind to give me a reason why our government would be even considering laws of this nature. And it's as simple as that. Okay? So if you've enjoyed this video and you want to see more, then please like and subscribe to the channel. And once you do, please ring the notification bell so I can inform you guys out there of future videos that I'm going to put out, or live streams, and there's going to be a lot more coming, okay? Because, I mean, as I said before, with all this kind of stuff going on, I'm not going to sit here in silence while these people rip up democracy and throw it in the dustbin on a daily basis, okay? So until I'm back, guys, I want you all to take care of yourselves, your friends, your family, and your loved ones. And you know, people that you don't live with, that mean things to you, that are important to you in your life, you know, check in with them, drop them a text, you know, Skype them or video chat with them or whatever it is you want to do, because people's mental health out there with all this going on is in a mess. So make sure you check in with people that mean something to you, and don't rely on the likes of people like Hancock, Starmer, Johnson, Patel, Gove, Drakeford or Sturgeon to look after the people you love, because it's down to us. Do not trust these people, because they've just proved time and time again that they're completely untrustworthy and they shouldn't be in charge of anything, let alone the country. Okay, so I'm going to be back soon, but before I go, a big thank you to everybody that subscribes to Arno TV, whether you're new to the channel or you've been here a while. Thank you so much for all the support that you guys out there give me on a daily basis. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate it. And if you can help me grow this channel by sharing it with other people, that would be fantastic. The channel is also fully replicated on BitChute as well, and the video that YouTube censored is available for you guys to watch on BitChute, and it's information that's out there, that's in the public domain, that the media won't talk about, the politicians won't talk about, and YouTube censored. So this is the world we're now living in, people. So I'd advise you to watch it while you still can. But I'll be back soon with some more videos for you. Until I am, thank you so much for watching Arno TV. I'm going to be back soon with some more videos for you. So please, guys, take care of yourselves in this pandemic.